After a busy week of wildfires, crews are finally starting to get some signs of relief. The Aspen Acres Fire has now burned more than 86,000 acres. It is the 8th largest fire in our state's history. That fire is now 6% contained. Seems like a pretty small number, but still a gain for the fire crews who've been working hard on those front lines. That fire's burned at least 180 buildings, many of them homes. Fire crews have come from all across the country to help fight this fire. Yesterday, California's Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom announced his state would be sending fire equipment and personnel, including 15 CAL FIRE engines and crew. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday morning. I'm Jennifer Meckles. Mother Nature's also given us a little bit of relief this weekend. Very little, but we'll still count it. So let's send things over to Weather Impact team meteorologist Carly Cassidy this morning. Not a red flag day. We can celebrate that.
Yes, we'll definitely take it. Any help we can get. So the humidity, that's the biggest difference for today and even yesterday and compared to when we had those red flag warnings earlier this week. But you still can see and feel that smoke out there. It's a bit hazy, taking a look from our camera here over downtown Denver. And this is going to be the case as we go throughout today. So there's those fires down to the south that we've been talking about and much more of that smoke concentrated there, but still off towards the north and all the way. So this will continue as we go throughout today with that smoke, and why we have that air quality alert in place stretching all the way to the north as well. So just have to be aware of that. Now, as we talked about, technically, no red flag warning in place, but still have to be careful. It's still hot. It's still dry. We're in the drought. All those same conditions. Yes, the humidity has changed, but that fire weather danger, it's still elevated, especially down to the south. Here's that relative humidity. Glad we're not into the single digits or the teens. We are into the 40, 50, 60, 70%, but even there along the western slope, still down to about 20%. So again, still take the right precautions. No outdoor burning, fireworks, leave that to the professionals. Temperatures for the rest of your holiday weekend, we got 60s for a good portion, starting things off fairly mild. In the high country, Kremling, Leadville at 43, so grab that extra layer as you're headed out. Not going to need it long. It's another hot one. In the high country, 70s and 80s along the western slope, close to that triple-digit heat. And in the 90s, that's in place for a good portion, including down to the south. Along with the heat, the high fire danger, we also have that isolated storm chance. So we'll time things out, talk more in detail in my full forecast.
All right, Carly, thank you. Even though we are finally seeing some containment on the Aspen Acres fire, it has still forced thousands of people from their homes. Evacuation orders cover Colorado City, Rye, and other communities close by. And many are now saddled with this anxiety and this uncertainty over what will be left for them to go back to. 9 News reporter Amanda Gilbert spoke to a family of firefighters who are fighting that fire even after losing their own home.
It's been a devastating week in Pueblo County.
Both are currently assigned,
where thousands of people are hoping their homes survive the Aspen Acres fire. In and near Beulah, retired firefighter Nicole Griggs shares images of the devastation. She evacuated while her husband, Donald Griggs, and their son stayed behind to help fight the fire.
Not being able to be here or to be there to know what was going on with my husband and my son and all of the other firefighters, because we're a family. That was really, really difficult.
Donald's a volunteer firefighter who's watched first responders across the state and country arrive to help.
We just got a fire crew coming from Alaska.
Donald's been fighting this fire for days, despite what happened just hours after Nicole evacuated Monday.
I don't know that it's actually sank in that everything I owned is gone.
That's my home.
We're not the only ones.
Donald's dad, Bob Briggs, also lost his home.
He has no insurance because he couldn't find an insurance carrier. His house is too old. And it wiped everything out. Within 4 hours, our homes were gone.
So this family's asking people for patience.
It just takes a hug and a smile. All of this tragic stuff. When people just hug you and they smile and they say, we're gonna get through this. And that's amazing.
As they work around the clock,
we do the best we can.
Despite all they've lost in the fire.
I want to be there to help everybody I can. Save as many homes as we can.
Amanda Gilbert, 9 News.
That family hopes to rebuild on their own property. For now, though, they're renting out a home in Pueblo after a friend offered them a place to stay. Officials believe the Aspen Acres fire was human-caused. It is still under investigation. Now, while the Aspen Acres fire has grown immensely the last several years, we are starting to see some improvements on some of the other significant fires burning throughout the state. A fire we've been watching is the Ferris fire. That one's in Dolores County. just got to over 41,000 acres. It is 7% contained. It's also prompted evacuation orders across both Dolores and Montezuma counties. The Willow Fire, burning near Leadville, that's already burned about 6 square miles. It's now at 1% containment, making small progress there. That fire started a week ago today. The U.S. Forest Service has closed the Colorado Trail between Tennessee Pass and Twin Lakes until further notice. In Ouray County, crews still don't have any containment on the Gold Mountain Fire. So far, those flames have burned over 40 square miles. Just some comparison, that's larger than the city of Castle Rock. And once the largest fire burning in the state, it's now not anymore, but the Snyder Fire, the one along the Colorado-Utah border, they have that 90% contained now, 95% contained. That fire had just reached over 30,000 acres. And later this morning, the Bureau of Land Management will hold a memorial service for the 3 firefighters who lost their lives battling that wildfire on the border just last week. 9 News will live stream the service. It's taking place from 11 a.m. to 1 at the amphitheater at Las Colonias Park in Grand Junction. The public is invited to attend, and they are welcome to do so. Colorado Governor Jared Polis has ordered flags to fly at half-staff from sunrise to sunset, honoring Emily Barker, Nick Hutcherson, and Sydney Watson. In your other headlines here in Denver, 1 person is dead and 2 others are injured after a stabbing yesterday. In a post on social media, Denver police say officers were investigating that stabbing in the 1300 block of North Lowell Boulevard. That's near Sloan's Lake. 3 people went to the hospital. Police say one of them later died. That case is still under investigation.